And we're back of the second episode of podcast, I think, out of 4.
10 more minutes, podcast edition.
Yeah! So if you guys missed it on last episode, the Elgato messed up, gave a bunch of stuttering issues to our in-game commentary and audio. So,
we're podcasting this shit.
yeah, this is in post now.
This is a round 3 or 4 of this map, trying to beat it.
I can't remember, because we keep getting shitty
Oh,
loadouts.
I remember this now. Yeah, we kept getting terrible loadouts. We're just running through them going, fuck this, fuck
Every
that.
time we got into it, I was like, let's see over here. We might be able to push over here on this one.
I think we try for this one.
We do. We try for this one.
And we fail.
Well, like I said, we try for the tier 1s, and then we go for the tier 1s a couple of times, I think, and then we decide to try and
Do skunks and pigeons.
vamp it up with
Yeah.
skunks and... Well, we started with tier 1, and then the second attempt we did skunks and pigeons and tier 1.
Oh, right, that was the last one.
Yeah, and then that didn't work, so now we try different map loadout with just the tier 1s, which I think is the case on this one too. And if I remember correctly, we get close, but still don't pass. So then we try just skunks and pigeons. That doesn't work. So then we eventually try just the tier 1 explodey frogs, and eventually we fucking get it. Oh, this game though, it's hard. Like, people were kind of like, you guys need to look at, doing tier 1 and tier 2 stuff.
Every tip
at
we
multiple
found has
times.
always been almost contradictory to any other tip we find.
Well, it's just I don't think there's a lot of definitive answers.
There doesn't seem to be, so it's so tentative on the fact
On the fact?
on the fact of what fapping map you get.
Yeah, fapping.
Is it a good map to fap? No. Is this a better map to fap on?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
And then you got to figure out what your layout's going to be.
Yeah.
Or your loadout is going to be, essentially.
Yeah, your loadout could be really heavy or it could be kind of light. Depends on how much you fap that day.
Yep. So that's dirtier than I was anticipating. Eventually we just swarm the enemy with all the explodey frogs. I believe.
I have a question for you. So I was talking to
Twice a
students
day.
today. No, not that question. That's about average. No, I had a student who asked me, she said, oh, do you know what a pew-pew is?
Oh,
What
pew pew. Yeah.
What do you assume a pew-pew is?
What do I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you, how do I put it eloquently? It's when you give your lady or gentleman, it could be either one, a nice protein-based facial.
Yeah, and it involves what?
Popping protein on their face. I mean, what, is there
I
something
was just
else?
looking at you to say penis.
I mean, no, I was trying not to use that verbiage. I was trying to keep it a little bit more PC, but yeah.
So eventually she's like, oh, your mind is dirty. I'm like, no.
What other protein base would you get? I mean...
So she's just, she was just a 7th grader, and she's like, no, it's a little gun that my little brother made. I said,
the people
ask
gun?
any guy in this class, any middle school boy, any man on campus, his immediate first thought is penis. I guarantee you it's penis.
Well, a pew-pew's not a penis, but
so
to
kid
do it
passed
is
by, and she's like, what do you think a pew-pew is? His mind's like, I'm not answering that question. Is immediately what he said. Like,
Yeah.
right off, he's like, I'm not answering that
Well,
question. Like, why?
you almost say it in a dirty, derogatory style
Well,
term,
I didn't
too.
ask. She asked it. She said, what's a pew-pew?
Oh, that just
So
sounds
she
bad.
asked it.
Just sounds bad.
It just sounds bad. And I mean, you don't understand.
I've always joked, I didn't know if it was like a definitive term, but I always joked that it was just, cum shot on a girl's face. Or a guy's face, whatever the fuck,
My mind didn't even go to coming. It just went to, that's a reference of your penis. Like,
No,
that could be all.
I've never heard of it. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying I've never heard of it. Pew-pew as the penis.
Maybe it's just whenever I hear, like, the P, like a P word, and then like pew pew, or think of like shooting stuff
But
out.
I think pew-pew, I just think of like, load, like, you just pop them out.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. Well, because pew-pew is like a gun sound.
right.
So
is a gun
it wouldn't
sound.
be the penis. It would be the act of bang bang shooting,
Right.
So
that's-
I would assume the sexual term of nowadays hip youth is that it's coming, like spurting out. So as you guys can see, we're getting pew-pewed all over the
Getting
place
the
right
fucking
now.
shit kicked out of us.
Yeah. Oh, and we find out in later missions, that might not be gas. That might be called hot butter. Because I think the warthog's name is what, Uncle Butters?
Uncle Butters.
Uncle Butter? Or Butters or Buttery or something like that. It's been a while again, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, where you just eat the characters raw. I think that's on the next mission right after this
I think
one.
it's the very next
It's either
one,
the
yeah.
next mission or the mission right after that.
Yeah. Well, I think we only got 3 missions done. Which, out of 4 episodes, ain't half bad.
It ain't that bad for us.
Yeah.
We started picking up the pace a little bit, figuring out how to beat these things.
Yeah, well, we tried different tactics, too. First, we did the boom boom, then we went to the pew pew, and then we got pew pewed. So the
Yeah.
boom boom went back into it when we got the good loadout.
Well, when we were originally recording this, I think I made a point where we're really trying to beat this game. We'd like to be done with it. As much fun as we're having with it,
It's a lot of fun. It's just very...
we know we're on the cusp of it. It's one of those games where it's really hard to beat it in a let's play because you have to start and stop. There's a lot less momentum and there's a lot more.
It's a lot of instant decisions, and if
Yes.
you hold back, you fuck up. So when you're trying to talk, it's like, yeah, so how about that drawing thing? What's Inktober like? And you were like, yeah, it's this. I'm like, please talk forever so I can figure out what the fuck to do. Like, please, just keep talking. I don't know what the fuck to do. And you're like, yeah, so what did you think about that? I'm like, what?
What?
Because my mind is like so involved in the game. I'm like, I want to make this, I want to get through this mission. It's so hard though. I'm like, yep, that's cool. But now I'm like, okay, yeah, I get to be me again because I know we're not
We
going
don't
to
have
take
to worry
5
about
episodes
playing.
on one mission.
Yeah. It'll
Which
go back
is-
to normal soon enough.
And it
Hopefully, the
will.
next time we record, we don't have this issue.
Oh, we won't. We won't.
We were going to spend today working on maybe Cuphead or things that are in our backlog that we need to get done.
Yeah.
But now we're kind of fucked. We recorded 7 episodes one day. We're like, yeah, that's really good.
We do about 6 to 9 episodes generally per recording session, and we get 2 or 3 recording sessions in a week.
Yeah. Usually we'll start when I get home from work around 5. By the time we get settled in, it's about 5 o'clock, and we'll go
Yeah.
till around 9 or 10, depending on how late we want to go.
Yeah, to interrupt you real quick, I found out right here at this moment, well, one, pigeons don't attack. I already knew that.
Yeah.
But the skunks don't attack structures.
Yeah, that was...
So we got fucked on this map
was
at that
annoying.
point. Because
This
I'm
was
like, so we can't kill them. They just keep spawning out little guys
Yeah.
and getting killed.
This is
but the
when
structures
we finally
aren't going
figured
down.
out that we couldn't go all
skunk,
all
yeah.
bird.
So you need to triple it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But the recording sessions, yeah. Usually we do,
A good day is 6 to 9 recordings.
yeah, depending on when we need to stop for other people in the house, like getting home or
Yeah.
having to do stuff or, wanting to do food prep or
I mean,
do dishes.
yeah, we'll try and
yeah.
get in 1 or 2 before Jen gets home, just because I get off earlier than she does.
About an
but-
hour before,
About an
but yeah.
hour, but it gives us a nice break, so we get maybe 1 or 2 in, and then Jen comes home, makes dinner for you two, and then I get to make myself dinner.
Yup.
Just kind of a nice little break, because she wants to eat too, just like anybody that would come home.
She texts me when she found out we were recording. She goes, when you're done, or I don't know why I'm whispering, because she texted me and my phone was on silent, so evidently that equates to me whispering.
Yeah.
She was like, when you're done, let me know, because I'm fucking starving. I'm like, okay, text her back, type of thing. And again, right here, can't take down the fucking warthog, even though he's sitting in the gas, so,
Yeah.
I mean, we lose. We could have held out a little bit longer, maybe, but I had too many pigeons here.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of healing, but
They
once
were
they
swarming
overwhelmed us because we only went with skunk and pigeon, they only kept building forces. So eventually we couldn't out heal them and they take us
As
down.
we find out in this episode, I think it's right after this effort we start being more proactive and going right after different things.
Yeah. Well, the objective
And,
is
like,
to
bunkers.
stay alive and survive.
Yeah.
That to me means defend. In this, it actually means go
Being
and be proactive,
proactive,
hunt
storming
down shit.
stuff.
We're right in the middle of this map. I was like,
Fuck this shit.
fuck this fucking map. Are you kidding?
He finds us within 2 seconds as well.
I mean, I think he finds you right away, no matter what.
Right.
In the earlier missions, he doesn't always. But in this one, I think the loadout
Oh, seems to be always right away.
The what do you call it? The random part of it, he finds you right away. He knows of your presence
Just
automatically.
going back to Inktober, I really enjoy that doing it over the month, but at the same time, it's so hard trying to fit in 1 a day.
Yeah, because it's not like you doodle. You're doing like decent, like, full pieces, minus
Yeah.
like the digital aspect and the color and stuff. But like, you're
And I
doing
make it harder.
actual the same amount of effort minus the digital and color.
Some of my friends like to cheat. They'll do a couple a day when they know they have time. A lot of
just
them
cheat ahead.
They just cheat ahead, and
That's why they don't release. I mean, if you go and do the word-based one, right?
Right. They release
why
it a
they
month
don't-
ahead. I've thought about.
Oh, fuck.
I feel a little bit bad about
that defeats the purpose, though.
sometimes, but for one of my friends that does it, it's understandable. He has 3 gigs right now, freelancing gigs on top of teaching, so he's still doing Inktober.
Okay.
So he knows, like, I'm not gonna have time tomorrow, but I'm stuck here in the city all day. I can't work on my freelancing gigs while I'm teaching.
That
So in
makes-
between classes, he'll pump out like 2 or 3.
Okay, I can understand that.
Those are good
if you want to
exceptions.
keep doing it, but it's like,
Something I always try is in the moment that day, think of what I'm going to think of. Don't plan ahead. At least that's
Yeah.
what I've been trying for this month. Last year, what did I do? Last year I created a list of characters I'd never drawn before, and kind of just went through that list, picking different characters here and there. And I thought I might do that this year again, but I wanted to try his list. I wanted to try and do something at least loosely based on any like prompt that he give, or at least start with the prompt and then eventually delve into
yeah.
an idea.
I think
I'm
that kind
into.
of, gives you a lot more freedom, but less freedom in the way where
Yeah.
it's like you're strictly adhering to somebody else's guidance.
Right.
So it makes you expand slightly, but you're also doing kind of a little bit of prep work on your own because you see the words and you're like, what would I do today?
A lot of it
that
comes
word?
down to just I pick an idea and then have to just ravel through on an idea after idea. Like the word was furious, so immediately I thought I'll just do Wolverine, and as that kind of defeats the purpose of what I've been doing so far. I've been
'Cause
trying
you've
to.
already done Wolverine stuff.
I've already drawn Wolverine a bunch. I want to try and make each piece have some kind of meaning to it, and I wanted to stay away from non-original illustrations. I didn't want to.
Like actual.
I didn't want to
existing
just do
characters.
like existing characters for all of them. I did that, for a couple.
That was going to be the thing I was going to ask you is be like, what if you did like a character study almost, where every
Yeah.
day was a character based off of the thing, kind of like John Bliss is doing on
Yeah.
Twitter right now with those ladies. A lot of them are like witches and stuff, but like for the rot one or whatever I showed you, it was
That's
the girl,
a cool
the
idea.
maggot
I
one.
like that idea as well. Some people do make their own themes. They will take that and like have someone is doing dogs the entire month.
That's cool.
One thing I wanted to push this time around was last year was mostly characters. I pretty much did all
Okay,
I pretty much did all just characters with a little bit of background. Did a little Calvin and Hobbes and stuff, had some background work. But I've really been trying to push myself to get better at backgrounds. So with each one that I've done so
I've
far,
noticed that this year.
yeah, I've tried to put in some kind of perspective.
There's a lot of like depth and layers. to the
Yeah,
stuff.
depth and layers, and really trying to get some kind of atmosphere going on with the pieces. A couple of them haven't had that, and those have been the days where I need to get this done because we're recording and I've got lesson plans I need to get done, and I
Yeah.
need to only spend bare minimum an hour on this.
If people were gonna find you, what would it be on? Not Twitter, right? Probably
Twitter will be fine. Twitter puts all my stuff on there.
Okay.
So-
What is your thing on Twitter? What's your
Artistic Fool.
at Artistic Fool?
At Artistic Fool.
Cool. Yeah, that'd be a good place to find your stuff because it's a lot of work. I've seen you like even between episodes. Sam will, like when we're taking a break, getting more water or something like that, Sam will fucking plop down and be like, "Duh, I'm gonna get like a second out." I remember what happened on this map. We tried the expansion technique,
Yeah.
where we're doing tier 1 only, if I remember correctly, and trying to expand by clicking all the fire things, all the little fireplaces, and that way to kind of gain food, but also keep them from attacking our one base.
Right, this was where we developed the stall tactic.
Yeah, this was our stall tactic. That
And we got
didn't end up
fairly
working.
close.
Yeah,
but
what are
at
we
the
at?
very end,
55 seconds? Yeah.
we got really close at the very end, but I think we lose about 20 seconds left on it. So we end up taking that option, but then I believe it's this next one where you become
We take the option, but we go for a good mix
Proactive,
of
yeah,
tier
just
1 and 2.
just getting in the shit
Yeah.
and just trying
'Cause
to
look,
get out.
there they are. Like in a
We start to
giant
figure
wall.
out, okay, there's always warthogs. How do we get rid of these? The little rodents, not a problem.
Yeah.
The medium tier guys, not a problem. The warthogs
Uncle Butters
just
or whatever.
fucking wreck the shit out of us.
Yeah, the strategy for this one is to
And then we get
not let the
overwhelmed.
warthogs get popped.
At that point, we were just scrambling, going, pick another, pick another, pick another.
Well, until next episode, guys. I think we have 2 more podcasts. These ones, episode 23 and 24 still left. Anyway, hope you're enjoying the little band-aid we put on the broken episode. So, beep bop boop.
Can't afford this. No.
Well, I'm fucked. Wait, click it again. Just do the stall tactic. Click it again. Hopefully
man.
my base doesn't go down fast enough.
Only gotta survive for another 2
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, nope, sorry. My last base is going to be gone.